So we've come down to St Benet's Abbey, an old abbey on the Norfolk Broads. We're going to have Halloween camp. While we're here, I'm going to tell you the story of the Screaming Monk. The ruins of St Benet's Abbey lie on the north bank of the River Bure, outside the village of Ludham, in the heart of the Norfolk Broads. Founded in AD 1020 by King Nut, on an island site where Christian hermits appear to have lived since the 9th century. St Benet's was remarkably the only survivor of the dissolution of the monasteries. One of the most dramatic events in Abbey's long history came in 1381 at the outbreak of the Peasants' Revolt. All that remains today is the lower half of the gatehouse, part of the wall, and a mill that was built into the ruins by an 18th century farmer. A large wooden cross has been erected on the site of the Abbey church's high altar, and it is here that the Bishop of Norwich still conducts the annual service to this day. The story of the Screaming Monk is a story of betrayal and murder. It's the story of a monk named Esric. Esric was a young monk during the Norman times. He was a low-ranking monk who had dreams to become the abbot of St Benet's. During this time, King William's men, Norman army, were outside the gates of St Benet's, trying to take St Benet's from the monk. The walls of St Benet's were proven strong. The Normans couldn't get through. On the verge of giving up, the Normans heard of the aspirations and dreams of young Esric. So they sent a messenger with a message for the abbot. The message to surrender. The messenger was allowed access to St Benet's Abbey carrying a white flag. He delivered the message to the abbot and then secretly, somehow, passed a note to Esric with an offer that Esric could not refuse. That offer was that if Esric was to open the gate for the Norman army, then they would take the abbey, spare his brothers, and make Esric the abbot for life. The abbot asked for a volunteer to send a message back to the general of the army to tell him they would not surrender. Esric volunteered. Esric left the abbey, met with the general outside the gates. Flattered by their interest in him, he accepted the offer. So on that fateful night, Esric was by the gate when the Normans approached. Heard a knock, opened the gate and let the Normans in. They rushed through, brushing Esric aside, and his brothers gave up, surrendered. The Normans had taken the abbey. The monks at Abbey quickly realised what had happened and that they had been betrayed by their brother Esric. As promised, the Normans made Esric the abbot for life. They gave him a ceremony, dressed him up in the finest abbot's clothing or robes, paraded him in front of his brothers. Esric stood there to the applause of the Normans and to the anger of his brothers watching on. A look of pride on his face. That look of pride quickly changed to a look of horror as they tied his hands behind his back and dragged him off. Esric was dragged screaming. His screams heard all across the abbey. Dragged to the top of the tower, on top of the gatehouse, where the Normans had placed a makeshift pole through the window. A noose was placed over Esric's head as he screamed on for mercy. The realisation how foolish he had been. With one swift kick, he was hung from the window. The Normans hung Esric's body from the archway of the gatehouse as a warning to anyone they ruled that treachery for personal gain would end in this fate. So as the tale goes, that on the anniversary of that fateful night, late end of autumn and on All Hallows Eve, when the ground is hard, the air is cold and there's a fog on the water, that the Abbey would rise from the fog and it would replay the events of that night. The screams of Esric heard throughout the marsh and the shadowy figure hanging from the gatehouse. This story was reinforced by a famous folklist from Stalham, who wrote about the tale of a marshman who one night on the anniversary was walking past the Abbey when he saw a shadowy figure hanging from the arch and a screech and scream that sounded like a stuck pig. He ran through the fog and fell into the Bure and drowned. Some people to this day, when the conditions are right, dare not approach the Abbey. Do you? Right, so we're all set up. Didn't even get a cup of tea because it got dark. And we're going to have a little look around, see what we can see. Right.
Just had to come back to Carol. Walk alone.
Don't worry, Carl, I'm waiting for you. You don't have to get worried, mate. I'm here. He's just getting a bit worried at the moment. So there's the, I don't think you can really see it, to be fair. We're walking past what was the old gatehouse, where the tale was supposed to have taken place. Let's have a little look. I believe that was the stairs to the upper floor. The floor was removed to accommodate an 18th century mill. So the top floor was removed to accommodate the sails. It's one of the entry arches. It's not feeling too spooky at the moment, if I'm honest. Oh, I thought it was something a bit ghastly there, but it's just Hazzard outdoors.
Thanks for that.
What's that?
Well,
Blind,
you
yeah?
walked in there and I took a night picture.
Oh, sorry, do you want to walk back in there again?
Perfect. Just the right
All right. It's quite a silent night actually. Thought it would be a little bit noisier than this, but I'm not sure how much you can see. But this would be in the old walls. Part of the walls that the Normans tried to get through. There's the mill.
Can't really say
I feel anything, to be honest with you. Just feels no different than it does during the day. It's beautiful though, beautiful place. Just imagine it in this day. You going in there?
Yeah.
Yeah? He's waiting for me, I think he's a bit scared.
Right, this is St Benet's Abbey, where Daryl's dragged me. Kicking and screaming I was. Like the old monkey boy. Don't say that in here, Jesus.
What's
Right.
that?
Monkey
Monk?
boy.
I think he goes by the name of Esric.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it's good education, that mate. I'll tell you all the rest of it when I think about it.
When he's not scared.
I've got to put on my microphone and stuff. If you can hear it. Stop blinding me with your stupid line.
What he means by that is he'll come during the day when he's not scared and he'll tell the story then. Because he just wants to get out of here.
No, what I'm saying is, I'll get back to where we're camped. Yeah, what I'm saying is, I'll get back to where we're camped, and then.
Yeah? You're coming back, are you?
I'll talk about
On your own?
No, then I'll talk about it.
So what do you reckon
The
then?
lottery was about then, can you?
Are you
All them years ago?
a lotto?
Yeah, it says lottery funded.
Yeah, money to pay that. So, what are you saying?
What,
You
mate?
feeling anything or?
I feel like somebody had too much money here at one point and put this whole place up. That's all I see.
Yeah? Not getting any spooky vibes?
No, I'm not. No.
No?
Then I ain't got late yet. It's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I think the story says after midnight, between midnight and dawn, when a mist appears.
You're making it up.
No, I'm not making it up. when a mist appears, and apparently the Abbey reappears from the mist, and it plays out the hanging of Esric.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's the story
Nice and early.
from this arch right here.
Get up nice and early and hope for some mist.
Yeah,
Okay.
the mist we're getting is from your vaping.
Huh?
This is a mist we get.
Oh,
Right.
go up there, go.
Where are we going? That is a beautiful place though.
It is, isn't it?
Absolutely
Look,
lovely. Quiet. So we've got a little fire going that Hazzard's kindly got going for us, using all his bushcraft skills. Anyway,
I did. Very bushcrafty, if you ask me.
nothing really has happened so far, has it?
Nope. I've got a brilliant leather pouch for my firebox. Goes in there, keeps everything clean. And it's from EC Woodland Crafts.
EC Woodland Crafts. I'll stick a link on that.
It's a good chat.
Go check him out. Yeah, it's quiet night, ain't it? Really, it's
It is so far.
supposed to be really windy, but we've not had none yet, have we?
No.
Of that.
Apparently
Water's
it's
nice
supposed to rain
still.
at 1, isn't it? But
Yeah.
we've had
I
a
mean,
bit of spot of
yeah,
rain when we
we-
got here.
As for spooky goings on, we've not really heard bells, didn't we? Church bells.
Yeah, they
Which
could
I
have-
don't know if that's
to be fair,
normal.
they could have been from a church.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's normal this time of night. Is it normal this time of night? You're a
No,
country
not
boy.
normally. Well, I suppose it was. What time is it now? Is that
Yeah,
9?
it's about 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Would
Yeah.
there normally be 8 o'clock bells? Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess so.
would there? But
Well,
obviously,
some churches do on the hour still.
yeah, and then there's the fireworks going off,
Yeah.
which was lighting up the cross of the old Abbey, which was where the old altar was.
Yeah, which
which,
made us go, what the hell is that?
Yeah, we got a. Thought there was a bit of lightning coming in, but I'll stick to the pictures on for that.
Yeah, got a couple of photos of it. It's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, we have. So nothing really happened, has it? So
No, it's just been quite enjoyable. I think.
we'll just check back in if it does,
Yeah, chilly. Yeah.
unless we
If
disappear.
nothing, yeah, if nothing, what is it?
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
I don't know. That's
Seen
his
it
part.
all
We'll leave it to him.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
does it
something like
better. All right. Right, so we survived the night. And yeah, packed up nice and early. Packed up, leave no trace. And just sitting having a cup of coffee. A bad night, was it, mate?
No, apart from some unexpected visitors.
Yeah, we see the old paranormal investigators in the car park after I filmed them, and I'll stick a link to their thing you can check out on their their YouTube channel, all that. And we have a little chat with them in the car park and that, and apparently they see a few things, didn't they?
Yeah, well.
Well, he said that
Yeah.
he felt a rope round his neck. Or
Strangling.
Yeah, strangling with a rope round his neck. So,
That might
you know.
be you, though, when you're worried about getting near your car. I don't know.
Yeah, or Cole trying to take him home, but yeah, that's what they think. They were here, they were here for hours, weren't they? Really, a couple of hours.
Yeah, definitely three, I think, wasn't it? 3 hours.
Yeah, so they reckon there's stuff here, but we didn't really see much, did we? Or hear much?
No, I think you see what you want to see at the time. Like, they definitely come down on the view for it, didn't they? So
Yeah.
I think expectations were probably quite high for them. Yeah, not for me.
Yeah, so it was all right, wasn't it? A warm night.
Yeah, lovely.
Slept all right.
Yeah.
Got your Barry White voice going in the morning.
What?
Yeah.
Don't notice me.
Right, Cole wants to come on camera, so
I didn't.
have his little say and show off his little Barry White voice for the ladies, isn't you?
Yeah.
He's married, so sorry, ladies. So,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a cuppa. Not gonna have nothing to eat, are we?
No. I might grab something later because I'll get some bacon or something. Have something nice and unhealthy.
All right, so that's sort of after we've gone, is it?
Yeah, well.
Oh, so you didn't bring it to share then?
No, I normally bring it to cook, but I just can't be doing with cooking in the morning like here and having to
no, I know how it is.
pack away.
You thought I'm going out camp with a fat guy. I'm not taking fucking bacon with him. You know what I mean? Have it all, innit?
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fat guy's not getting any.
No.
Is
I
it?
didn't say anything about that at all. You made it up yourself.
Oh, we'll leave it on that.
Aren't you?
Yeah, we'll leave it on that. All right. All packed up, ready to go. All right, night, I suppose. Nothing really happened. Or did it?